my wife's name out your fucking mouth!
This episode is brought to you by FairDesk, a crypto derivatives trading platform founded by 6 former Binance execs and 3 former Morgan Stanley architects. FairDesk is a company focused on building a platform that enables traders to profit from both rising and falling markets. Sign up today and CB will credit you up to $600 in trading funds. For more information, visit fairdesk.com, link in the description below.
Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks! We'll do it live.
Okay.
Yes, indeed, we are doing it live, baby! Hope everyone's doing well today. It is Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday, September 28th, 2022. Let's get it going. Mr. Sakila is in the building. We've got 151 Crypto in the building. Yes, smack those like booties. Let's just get it out the way right now. 11 people in the building. Make sure you guys smack those booties for me, please. That helps me, CBTV family, and the algo pick us up, ladies and gents. So appreciate the reminder. We've got Crypto Sub Method in the building as well. Thanks for tuning in, brother. Red River, as always, thank you for tuning in. So, welcome to the show, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Mr. Akila said, here we go, people. It's live, and slap it up. Hit them likes. Yes, indeed. So, today we're going to be talking about a few things. Hope I get through everything. You guys know how I get to rambling off on stuff. So I think I'm going to ask Crypto Sub Method, what were you talking about? Which topic were you talking about, bro? Let me know in the comments so I can make sure I cover it in today's episode for sure. If time gets away from me, I want to definitely cover what you guys want to hear about. And if you ever have any comments or questions and topics you want me to cover, just hit ask or share on any of my videos, comment under any of my videos, hashtag AskCB, and I will get to it for sure. Crypto Yo said, how long can BOE raise the roof? I don't know, bro. We got that on the list too to talk about. Very interesting times we're in, for sure. Just did the video 101 kicking in session with Reggie Middleton. Great interview, however. Unfortunately, I had some audio issues. He had audio issues on his end, and then I had audio issues on my end. So I'm trying hard to save that interview so I can release it to you guys. Of course, YouTube members get it first. So just stay tuned, and I hope I can save this bad boy. I got an engineer looking at it now, so we'll see. Crypto Sub Method said that Anon sends out a message. Yeah, man, it's real. I been knew it was real. A lot of us knew it was official, like a referee whistle. However, seeing it get the stamp from Anon, I'm sorry, man. Anybody that continues to support Yuga Labs, I'm gonna look at you differently. I'm not gonna say you're my enemy, but I'm definitely gonna look at you a little differently as far as you don't stand for anything. So if it's all about money and only about money, then you can be persuade or have any type of ideology based on just getting money or making a buck or so. So to me, people who continue to support that after seeing what Anonymous did, the full report they put out, hey man, I'm definitely looking at you a little differently. Jason Mack in the building. What up? What up? How are you, bro? Any word on the library versus SEC decision? Not as of yet. I haven't heard anything yet. Mr. Sakila said BOE has gone full Rainbownomics, doesn't know which way to bat. Wow. What's your thoughts on ADA and XRP, bro? not fans, but ADA I'm not a fan of because of its progress versus its valuation. That's all. Not anything to do with, if they're going to be able to make it happen or not. XRP I don't like because it's a banker's coin, flat out. You can't, and it's so ironic that the very project that's trying to help the banks in Wall Street is getting sued by the banks in Wall Street. Essentially, SEC, in my opinion, is Wall Street. Okay, they're bought and paid for by Wall Street. So it's just, hey, you get what you ask for, right? In my opinion. So I'm not a fan of XRP. Will never be. Never own one coin, and never will. So that's just my opinion on it, man. And hey, it is what it is. ADA, just overvalued, in my opinion, for where they are currently in their development cycle for that project. Just overvalued. So no real hate against ADA. I just have an issue with the valuation that the market is placing on it, and I think it's way overvalued, way overvalued. So that's all. That's right, Bobby. Smack those like booties for us. Crypto Submits. I haven't seen the video, but was surprised to see that this Bored Ape Yacht collection has been accused of being involved with including race. Yeah, for sure. You gotta watch the original documentary. It really breaks down everything. Yuga Labs is the company that owns Bored Ape Yacht Club. They own Mutant Apes. They own they bought, I think, CryptoPunks. Very ambitious and smart group. But you gotta be held accountable for any and all that sneak dissing you doing. I'm sorry. If you would have just come out like a man and said, yeah, we were playing a little, 4chan type humor with embedding all of these things, then cool. I would feel a little bit differently. I would maybe give you a pass. But that's all that. So let's get into it. Bloodalytics.com. Man, we are killing it. I'm just letting you know we are killing it. Last month did well, but we're going to do even better this month, I think. We're trading Bitcoin versus USDT and Ethereum versus USDT. Accurate, highly accurate signals, guys. Highly accurate. Not too many signals a week where you can't handle it. It is, you're going to have to definitely get used to trading it. About 10 to 11 trades per pair per week. So we have 2 pairs right now. So you're looking at roughly 20 something trades a week. So if you can handle that, you need to check this out for sure. I'll have a promo code at the end, and we'll go through some of the trades that we've made here in a second. But bloodalytics.com, sign up if you would like. Let's look at this, because this is very interesting, man. The bulls are battling hard. They are trying to keep this bad boy alive. And it's not even really the crypto bulls. It's just the bulls in general from a macro standpoint. Because you even have the stock market up today. Dow closed 1.8%, almost 1.9% in the green. Almost 2% for S&P 500. 2% for NASDAQ. So you're seeing a rally. And the bulls are trying to save themselves here because we're at critical levels in the stock market. We're at critical levels in the crypto market, as well. So you're seeing the bulls really trying to save itself. I don't think they can. Still, I'm impressed. Yet again, 2 days ago on my 2 Satoshis, I told you guys I was very impressed with the Bitcoin rally. And that was that initial pump up that you guys see right here. I was very impressed with that rally there. Then next day we saw a slam right back down and took away all those gains. But now we're about midway point back up into that, the initial run up. We're now at the edge of that channel yet again. Can we make it happen? You could look at this as a neckline, head. The neckline here, left shoulder, right shoulder, possibly. We'll see. But all in all, I am still bearish, guys. I gotta see now at this point something higher than 20,500 on Bitcoin. I gotta see something trading higher than that. Bitcoin needs to trade up there and take out that high at this point. So ever harder targets to reach at this point with Bitcoin. We did, though, if I move this trend line down to match up with this one here, you'll see it matches perfectly at the edge of that pennant now. So you could say that was the bounce. And we just need to see what happens at this point, guys. But I'm not, if I had to pick, I would say I'm neutral, to be honest with you. I am neutral. Let's see what these comments say here. Can I school you on ADA? It's actually undervalued. I can call mine your business to remind you. Nah, man. I don't. You can call Jesus, and it ain't gonna happen, homie. You know, the number, the activity on the chain is one metric that I'm looking at. How many people are actually using the chain? How many dApps are deployed on the chain? What is your throughput? Your average transaction per second. I think they're like 250, and they're supposed to be a kind of like a crypto smart contract 3.0 chain. Well, if you're putting yourself in that category, you got to look at, I don't even like Solana. It's centralized and garbage too. But you got to put yourself up to those who are doing thousands of transactions per second. I mean, there are so many Wax, EOS, Solana. I can just keep naming Avalanche. There are so many other chains that have DeFi fully running. Cardano just kind of got DeFi going. They're now getting into the NFT space. It's just overvalued, bro. And all the value, honestly, is Charles Hoskinson's. So ask yourself tomorrow. Don't want this to happen at all. Not wishing no ill will on Charles Hoskinson's. But let's say he has an untimely demise. What happens to the price of ADA? If you say the price of ADA goes down big time, then there you go. That's where the value is in ADA right now. Mr. Sakila says, interesting how all Bored Ape Yacht Clubs are silent and the previous documentary wasn't even acknowledged. I know, right? It's sad. And you got people like black celebrities, Shaquille O'Neal, and I mean a lot of people, right? Don't stand for anything, bro. It's so sad. Snoop Dogg, it's sad, bro. Hollyweird. That's what it's all about, man. You can't negate what we see in the documentary and what Anonymous has proven. They've taken like a month or so to do this. I covered it initially, okay. I'm saying I covered Anonymous saying they were going to do a full investigative report on it, and yeah, man, sad. Bank of England manipulation and the plunge protection team saved the day. Plunge, what do you know about the PPT? What you know about PPT? Blood says call Jesus. Hey, man, it is what it is. Mr. B said, I get what you've been saying about petrodollar being high on Dixie, but inflation killing my grocery bill, so it don't seem to matter. Yeah, it's killing people, man. Killing them softly, as the Fugees would say. So let's get back to this chart. Again, I'm kind of neutral at this point. I'm not bullish. I'm not bearish because we did bounce off that line. So neutral stance. However, the Bloodalytics been killing the game. Okay. We went short yesterday right before the full drop happened in Bitcoin. As you guys can see at the top. I'm going to zoom in. We went short. Took half our profits. Then we went long this morning at 6:30 a.m. And we've been riding away. We're in the money, baby. We took half our profits here about 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We're going to let the rest ride out. Same with Ethereum, though Ethereum didn't give us as much love on the move down. Ironically enough, Bitcoin has been having more price volatility than Ethereum lately, about the last week and a half. But we are fully in the money on this long on Ethereum. So we got into that around 9:30 this morning. So, hey, Bloodalytics gang, they're not complaining. Can't be complaining. Everybody's loading them bags up. Again, you guys see the equity markets. It is closed great today. Closed great today. Dixie actually hit another 52-week high. It's well off those highs. It closed at 120, 112.72 today, but I think its high today was 114.78. So took out another high. All right. I think we saw probably a pullback in the Dixie because of what you guys over there, the BOE said, Bank of England said today. We're going to get into that in a second. Tommy Brown in the building. No alert for the live. Glad I checked. Hey, thank you, man. You know, they don't show us no love. So you guys, please hit those like buttons. Smash those like booties right now. Get up on stage. Defend your wife. And smack that CBTV thumbs up. Please. Hit it for me. Hit it for me. So let's go forward with the articles for today. Coinbase, this was, you know, I don't know if you guys knew, probably did, most of you watching. Just wanted to give you a quick one on this one. Yes, Reggie Middleton did openly come out with this suit against Coinbase, suing for patent infringement over crypto transfer technology, and he's seeking $350 million. Had a great conversation with him earlier. Hopefully I can save the audio. It was bad audio on his side and on my side, so might have to redo that interview. It was a great one. I hope I don't. But one other thing I want you guys to notice and take note of, and this has to do with the equities markets, you need to watch Apple. Apple is like the golden child of Wall Street. So many funds have it in their portfolio. It is like the bellwether of all stocks in the game. And you need to watch this area where it's at, because it actually breached it and didn't recover today, which is something to, you know, just put a mental note on. And that level I'm talking about is the 150 range. So we saw a huge gap down today. There was a gap down, meaning it closed well below where it opened, or it opened well below where it closed the previous trading session, and it did come up to fill that gap. That's typical textbook gap filling trade right there. You gap down, you come up, you fill the gap, then you head lower. That's typically what would happen. So this is something to watch. This critical 149, 150 range is an area you need to watch, because if we can't get back above there, then lower we go with Apple. And then, you know, if Apple goes lower, well, so does the stock market. So we could see a bounce at 144, but just wanted to give you that quick little tidbit. Man, the Simpsons. Speaking of XRP, the Simpsons. I don't know what is up with this cartoon. I really don't. They are very accurate, have been like eerily accurate on things in the past. Trump, I mean, you got Trump, you got the voting faulty machines, you got January 6th. It just goes on and on. How many things this darn, I don't know what type of sorcery, Illuminati, Trilateral Commission, Bilderberg group they're part of, but they have been highly, highly accurate. And there was an episode that came out, I think a year or so ago, about, it came out 2 years ago. Bart was writing XRP to hit $580 by end of year. Listen, I understand the excitement. I understand the XRP army feels like they're going to win this case against the SEC. All the evidence, you know, follows that they're going to win. It's all written on the table. It's done data. But just think about this one thing. Would the judicial system, i.e. Wall Street, and I talked to Reggie about this, would they really, whether or not you think their XRP is a security or not a security, Ripple is to blame and at fault, all this, do you really think, and I'm just asking an honest question, do you really think optically they would let Ripple win this case versus the SEC? Seeing all the regulations and clampdowns, and they're suing this person, suing that person. You got OFAC coming out, banning. Do you allow them to get away with not? So I could definitely be wrong. I'm not saying I am, 100% right. I could be wrong on this, but I don't think so. I think they're going to pay a fine for sure. But I think with that fine, they'll have to admit that XRP is a security. Now, typically paying the fine, you don't admit doing a wrongdoing. So that may be part of it. They don't admit wrongdoing of selling unregistered securities. But still, I think the SEC will state that XRP is an unregistered security. So that's just my take on it. But anyway, episode 17 of season 8, which was aired on March 2nd, 1997. Guys, I didn't even realize this. The Simpsons walked past a building named Crypto Barn. The building has a sign of place for code and used the word crypto 12 years before Bitcoin was launched. I didn't even know about this. Anyhow, this episode that happened and aired in 2020, Bart is seen scribbling on the chalkboard XRP to hit $589 plus by end of year. Community, XRP community that is, believes now that Ripple case versus SEC seems to be coming to an end. The Simpsons prediction might turn out to be true. However, this might be wishful thinking, as there's another section of the Simpsons predictions that have not been accurate. So I don't really keep up with the accuracy overall of the Simpsons, but I will say, and I would have to see how many times they were wrong, because all I see are the headlines of things they are right on so far. But come on now, $589 XRP. Now let's just break that down. What is the market cap of XRP right now? XRP market cap is about $22 billion. It's trading currently at 44 cents. So if we move over 1, 2, 3 decimal places, that'll put us at $441, which will put us at 22. What's that? 22 trillion? 22 trillion. $22 trillion market cap for XRP if it were to hit 500, or let's just say it'd be like 24 trillion dollars if it were to hit 500 and some change. Ain't happening no time soon. Look at the market cap of gold, 11 trillion. So you're telling me the XRP is going to be worth double the entire market cap of gold, more than 10 times the entire market cap of Apple? Get out of here, homie. Let's just use some math, ladies and gents. XRP not gonna happen. I'm holding maybe in 15 years when the asset class hits. There you go. Exactly. That's more like it. If that's the case, yep, it will have to be in conjunction, relatively speaking, with the entire crypto asset class. That's how you know it was manipulation. The market rallied 600 points without Apple. True, but very good point. Excellent analysis there. Excellent analysis. Yes, the market's rallied 600, and Apple couldn't even get back to its gap down price from yesterday's close. Very good point. Minho in the building. Thank you for tuning in, brother. Let me lick a shot. My bruv across the pond, doing it live, my friend, and you know it, doing it live. Make sure you guys hit those thumbs up for me. So, just putting it into context, don't see XRP hitting that price, not even $50 anytime soon. So, just keep it in context, guys. Let's look at what's going on with Bitcoin. Actually, more so the entire stock market. Bank of England's bond market intervention raises hopes for a Fed pivot. So, this article was saying that because the Bank of England did their intervention in the bond market, means that the Federal Reserve is going to do the same thing. Right out the gate, wrong. Right out the gate, wrong. Because you got to think, UK has to do this because they're not the world reserve currency. Any other country, they have to be very aggressive with bond market interventions and trying to get their their currency up in value against the dollar, because most countries have debts denominated in dollars. So it's going to take you more money to pay back a debt or, you know, a loan or of some sort that you have denominated in dollar if your currency is falling against the dollar. So they have to, it's a priority that they have to do this. Unfortunately, we in the United States, we can kick back in the Maybach and chill out and just let all these other countries go to hell. We are the reserve currency. This bad boy, the Dixie, could go all the way to 200, 170, as one of our subscribers, viewers, said in yesterday's video. You can go to 170, 200, 250, wherever. It can melt all the way up and not do as much damage to us domestically as it would do to the rest of the world. So I don't think they have to do anything in regards to a strong dollar at this point, because it's not affecting us monetarily, or monetarily, from a monetary perspective, like other countries, it would with other countries. But anyway, they're saying that the Bank of England said it will take steps to address the liquidity crunch in the government's bond market. Listen to this. The announcement raised hopes that the central banks, including the U.S. Federal Reserve, are nearing the pain threshold concerning the market turmoil and might soon abandon policy tightening that has roiled crypto and traditional assets this year. Negative. Not going to happen. Yet again, another strike. Not going to happen, because if they stop now, well, first of all, we know the Fed is always driving in the rearview mirror. They're always delayed and late. So, yeah, stopping now would, it would slow it down. Right? They would stop now, and it would be a further maybe uptick, and then it would come back down. But they always wait till it's too late or after the fact. So they're not going to stop at this point. No way. They stop. All it's going to do is make the stock market roar to new highs, make Bitcoin and all them roar to new highs, but at the same time, it's going to move inflation right back up. So it defeats whatever, and they really haven't even slowed it down, inflation. So we got to see some actual cause and effect from their interest rate hikes on inflation first before they can turn around and go the other way. So I don't think they're not pivoting anytime soon. The crypto clan said they ain't pivoting either. He doesn't think so either. Red River, I heard the UK pensions were about to go under. That's why they had to intervene. Probably, man. We are rising in November and December. King Dollar, my friend. HP Blockchain in the building. Shout out to him. Sup, CB. You're right. A weaponized dollar. That's exactly it, my friend. Weaponized dollar, and we really don't care here in the United States. So it is what it is there. Speaking of dollars, another UK headline. This is interesting. This is interesting. Post office braces for a rush to change old banknotes before deadline this week. So I don't know if you guys knew about this. The timing couldn't be any better. Couldn't be any more perfect. The UK is demanding all citizens turn in their old cash to then get these new notes that are like synthetic polymer type banknotes. And it's funny because I was in Kansas City about a month ago. I was talking to someone out there, Amina Motala, and she showed us the Canadian banknotes. They're polymer, just like I think what UK is doing. I couldn't rip it. She was like, try to rip it. I was trying to rip it. It literally was like this plastic piece of plastic. I can't even call it paper. This is a plastic piece in the same shape as a banknote. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. So that's what the UK is issuing. But more importantly for me, I think this shows, and I don't know if you guys remember, India did this maybe 2 years ago, require everyone to turn in, I think they were more so based on denominated dollars. So like 100 denominated notes, 1,000 denominated notes, or whatever it was, you had to turn those all in. It's a way to control the black market. It exposes pretty much anyone who's been getting money in the black market, because now if I'm a drug dealer or some type of black market wholesaler of something. I got $1 million in cash or more, 10 million in pounds. I can't take that to the bank and say, yeah, give me them polymer notes for my 10 milli. Not not a good look. Not a good look. So they're trying to weed out all the fraudulent activity, underground economy over in the EU, or I should say UK. So just thought I would bring you guys up to speed on that. After the 30th of this month, only polymer banknotes will have legal tender status. That's fastly approaching, ladies and gents. You got 2 days over there, my bruvs. All that dope money, you better turn it in. And get that plastic money, baby. Get that plastic money. See what Brown said. Somebody set the clock down for England implosion, buying bonds and raising. Yeah, you're right, man. The head of the Bank of England is known as Andrew Out to Lunch Bailey. The guy is useless. Apex, are you from the UK? Let me know. Just to change it again fairly soon. Yeah, right. You're right, 151. Feels like the okie doke is in play. Mr. Sakila said, from what I understand, one can always change the old notes at a bank anytime, even after the official deadline. That's what I heard too. I saw some comments about that in the actual article. So what's the point of having a deadline if you can always turn them in? It's very weird, right? Oh, I know why. Because a lot of the officials are doing stuff with cash from the old system circulation too. So, you can't be too rigid, because then the people that make the laws can't circumvent the laws. If they're too tight, you get the conflict of interest there. So I can understand why you got to have an escape there. Let's look at this one here. Lightning Labs releases software to allow Bitcoin developers to mint and transfer assets on the blockchain. Okay, so are we making some progress here, guys? Are we? According to Lightning Labs, Bitcoin Lightning and now Taro will make it possible to create peer-to-peer Bitcoin and Lightning native stablecoins that settle instantly with low transaction fees and no financial intermediaries. That sounds good to me. That's a good move. I like to hear something like that. I'm not a fan of Lightning Network though, so I'm wondering if if Toro has to run on top of the Lightning. I'm assuming there is some integration. I'll try to make sure I leave a link to the actual PR for Taro, right? Not Toro. Toro would be Toro. Taro. So you guys can go through it, but essentially Taro enables Bitcoin to serve as a protocol of value by allowing app developers to integrate assets alongside Bitcoin in apps both on chain and over Lightning. Okay, so looks like it can work on both Lightning and the native chain. I'm not sure. Some of my OGs may remember. So the initial stablecoin in crypto was USDT that ran on Bitcoin's network, the Omni network. The Omni network ran kind of on top of or parallel with Bitcoin. So that was what the USDT back then ran on. That was the original. There was no Ethereum 1 version, no ERC20 version. There were no TRC or TRX or TRC20 version for Tron, none of that. It was all run on Bitcoin. So, shout out to my man Apex. Man, I'm getting a lot of love in the UK. Yo, my UK bruvs, please continue to share Crypto Blood over there. Let's get those followers up in the UK, please. Vatican needed an extension. Yeah, right. I love Litecoin. Yeah, speaking of Litecoin, your boy Crypto Blood will be in Vegas October 20th through the 22nd. I will be out there on a panel at Litecoin Summit. So come holler at your boy. I'll be out there for sure. That was one of the second conference I ever went to was the Litecoin conference back in 17. So I got much love for the Litecoin family. No doubt. Crypto Clan said the Vatican asked all their money too. It's great to be watching this happen. Yeah, I covered that Crypto Clan. Maybe do a search for Crypto Blood in the Vatican article, and I'll, you'll find it, man. I covered it twice actually. So I try to stay on top of connecting the dots for you guys, so you are abreast of what's going on. But yeah, Taro, let me know what you guys think. My whole thing, I'm not a Lightning fan, guys. Not a Lightning Network fan, just because I'm a little suspicious of like who's behind it, how centralized it is in nature now. Because yeah, anyone can open a line, or what do you call node, or a channel, I should say. Anyone can open a channel, but who has the money to put up a channel for no, for really not much value added? You don't get much back from opening the channel. So what you're going to have is you're going to have these big hub and spokes. You're going to have these big channels that the big guys keep open and allow you to transfer and stuff. Now it is not, it's anonymous, I will give you that. So I don't know. I'm not on the Lightning Network hype train yet, especially when you look at these stats, ladies and gents. I always like to look at the numbers, homie, and the numbers, it ain't impressive yet. Still 2022, we're at the end of 22. Okay, going into 2023, we only got 17,000 number of nodes, 86,000 channels open. The network capacity, look at this, $95 million. That is that's horrible. There's nothing going on. So why aren't people using it? Is it that the interface, the user experience, user UI and UX aren't there yet? Maybe that's the case, but I'm just not seeing enough activity to call this like the savior of Bitcoin and making it fast and all that. Because listen, to be quite frank with you, I don't know if you guys remember, in 2017, the height of the bull market, people actually started using Bitcoins. No one's using Bitcoin right now. Let's just be completely honest here. Ain't nobody using Bitcoin, like using it. 99% of the people dealing with Bitcoin they're speculating. They're trying to buy low, sell high, dollar cost average in, going to 100,000. No actual use case. They're not using it. But in 2017, at the peak of the bull market, we did see people actually using Bitcoin. And guess what happened? Let me know in the comments below you remember those days, because Bitcoin became stagnant. 4 or 5 day buffer. Okay. Average transaction cost $90 per transaction. 3 and 4 days to receive your Bitcoin. Oh yeah, they don't want you to remember that. They don't want you to remember that. So Stacks is trying to change that. Okay, yeah, I've read up on Stacks, so we'll see about Stacks and see what happens. Lightning Network will be the BlackRock of the back end. Yeah, I think so. That's what I'm seeing it's line up to be. Crypto Clan said, you're right to be suspect of the Lightning Network. They held it back on purpose. I think so. No lie. I think they held it back on purpose. Your boy Sailor putting focus on Lightning. Interesting. Yeah, because if you got enough money, if you got $30 million lying around in Bitcoin that you don't necessarily need right then and there, you can open the channel up and make bank. But the little guys won't. So it yet again will be a concentration of power, in my opinion, running on the Lightning Network. We'll see though. We'll see. What's the best use case for Bitcoin? A hedge against long-term hedge against inflation, in my opinion. Not right now. It's not panning out to be that way at all. Short term, no. But if you look at you zoom out. I mean, I bought Bitcoin at 98 bucks, 96 bucks. 2013 March, and yeah, you can't tell me it hasn't been a perfect hedge against inflation. So I'm thinking and hoping that it continues to be that, but we don't know. This is an experiment, guys. Like, it could be as we get towards the tail end of it, and the the emission of Bitcoin slow down and all of that, we start to get stable, maybe it's not a hedge. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But as of now, it has been the best performing asset out there for sure. It definitely isn't money, even though the white paper explicitly kind of stated it as money. It's not good for money. Hence the Bitcoin pizza. Exactly. Hidden Profits in the building. Shout out to him. I spend ETH, not Bitcoin. Yeah, I would spend ETH. I would spend Dogecoin. I would spend more inflationary assets. Isn't Bitcoin being used in El Salvador? No. I've covered that a lot, Minho. Probably being sarcastic there, but no. Was not being utilized as money out there. People were just cashing it in. Scarcity, yes. Indeed. So let's get back to this article here. The next one, just kind of talking about Bitcoin holding 19K. But what we got coming up Friday, guys, another huge Bitcoin options expiry date. So just pay attention to Friday's activity. It's going to be very volatile. Bitcoin price has until late October to determine whether the downtrend will continue. So they've got a line that I don't have drawn, but it looks like a pennant forming, which this type of pennant usually breaks to the upside. When you have a flat bottom and an angled top, it usually breaks out to the upside. So we'll have to see, but they're saying late October, we have to make a decision. That'll be in the end of the pennant or flag there. So we'll see what happens. But most of the bullish bets were placed in, as far as options, were placed above $21,000 Bitcoin. So we got to see some action in 2 days, guys. Literally 2 days. We got to see some action toward 21,000. It's possible, I guess. Not really. Now that I think about it, I mean, 21K will put us all the way up here. It's possible. A 7% rally in 2 days. That's possible. We could see something like that happen. It doesn't matter to me, man. Like I told you, Bloodalytics gang, we're gonna react to whichever way the markets go. So we're long. Okay, we're long Bitcoin. So hey, go up to 21,000 if you want to. Fine with me. Another one, Sweden and the other central banks are testing digital currency payments. This is a new one out of Reuters. Looks like they're about to start testing their own CBDCs and they're going to use XRP. Not at all. No mention of XRP. Yet again, another bank not using XRP. Okay, so that's another issue I have with XRP. Ripple, the company, is a privately owned entity, owned by a number of VCs. They can do fine. They have done fine. They made acquisitions. They're making money. From my understanding, it would seem as though they don't have to publish anything because they're privately held, but they could do perfectly fine in the bank and the blockchain business. But that has nothing to do with XRP, the token. They're not going to be using the token in any of their business deals. I have not seen anything about XRP, the token, being used. Anyhow, there's no saying or mentioning of XRP being used or Ripple being used, period, in this one. So the Swedish, Norwegian, and Israeli central banks have launched a project with the Bank of International Settlements, that's the BIS, to test international retail and remittance payments with central bank digital dollars or currencies. So look out for that. That's coming soon, as we already know. Crypto sub method said that is a lot of support on the horizontal line. If it doesn't break up, we're going to break the floor and sell down to lower teens. Listen, I am very, very impressed with Bitcoin's resilience at these levels. I thought we would have gone to visit Mr. Young Jeezy That is Mr. 17.5 by now. I'm not even going to hold you up. Young Jeezy, I thought we were going to come to ATL a long time ago, but we have not. We have not gone back to visit $17,500 Bitcoin yet. So for that reason, I'm impressed. I'm thoroughly impressed with Bitcoin's performance and its resilience for sure. Eternal Screens says, I'm ready to lose it all so it don't matter. Hey, get rich or die trying, my friend. Crypto Clan, Ripple versus FTX for Celsius portfolio. Who gets it? Good question. FTX got Voyager, so wouldn't be surprised if FTX got Celsius next. To be honest with you, we saw the CEO resign. He was boo-hooing and crying, or at least I did, according to you guys, an excellent job reenacting his statement there the other day in yesterday's episode. Go back and check that out. Anonymous, here it is. We are 48 minutes into this. Let's try to go through this. I didn't really skim through it too much, but I'm going to go and leave a link to this article so you guys can watch. I think this may be the video that they put out initially. I don't know. I don't know if this is a new one or not, but they did the month-long report research on Bored Ape Yacht Club, the Yuga Labs crew, and hey, this internet hacktivist group called on high-profile celebrities and brands, big brands, to speak up and take a stand. Amen to that, man. The hacktivist group alleged that after thorough, and I repeat, thorough research and interviews with key figures, it could confirm, quote unquote, without a shadow of a doubt, that Bored Ape Yacht Club and Yuga Labs are guilty of hiding these esoteric symbols in plain sight. A conclusion the company and project both openly protest. Of course they do. The group cautioned against relegating its accusations to baseless conspiracy theory, adding that the people who do so are simply ignorant, not versed, or worse, at a financial conflict of interest. And that's the part that, I'm sorry, bro. Like, if y'all continue to talk about and promote Yuga Labs, Bored Ape Yacht Club, either, you're not versed, you're simply ignorant, which is a possibility, but most likely it's a financial conflict of interest. You rather put finance over some type of moral ground, something that you stand behind. So it is what it is, man. So NFTs are racist now? No, not NFTs. Yuga Labs, Bored Ape Yacht Club. They always make fake threats. What threats? I don't understand what you mean there, buddy. Got used to play with money, not rent money. I hear that, man. People are not going to learn. Just look at Mashinsky, Celsius. Don't be loyal to any crypto project with the exception of a few. D Fuente says, got to use that play money, not rent money. I hear that, man. But in regards to this situation, I knew what they would find. I knew what Anonymous would find. It's obvious. It's completely obvious. So the group called on investors, partners, and high-profile celebrities such as Andreessen Horowitz, Mark Cuban, Des Bryant, Black, Tom Brady, Ben Simmons, Black, Neymar Jr., Kevin Hart, Black, Drake Bell, don't know who Drake Bell is, Shaquille O'Neal, Black, as well as big brands such as Liontree, Adidas, and Tiffany & Co. to speak up and take an official stance on the practices of Nazism, racism, and simianization and pedophilia. All these things have been embedded in the Yuga Labs Bored Ape Yacht Club release, guys. I mean, just go watch the damn documentary. I'm going to read through Anonymous's report. If they did a video or a report, I'm going to check it out just to see exactly what they said. Not like I needed any further evidence. It was plain to see. But hey, kudos and shout outs to Anonymous for doing that one. It's pretty obvious. Yeah, it is. It is. I agree, Mr. Tequila. It's definitely compelling, and you guys should check it out. So it is what it is. Not just about black either. They had a lot of, as you guys see here. Where is it at? When they say Simeonization, that's going towards Jews and that whole situation, the Holocaust and that neo-Nazi stuff. So I didn't really know anything or see anything about the pedophilia, but yeah, man, it's crazy how they snuck that. One big huge ass joke on the ignorant. Most people are ignorant nowadays. Like, I mean, it just is what it is. TikTok, your attention span is being destroyed by being on that damn platform. It's getting bad, ladies and gents. And maybe they're doing it on purpose. Who knows? I don't know. So they can do things like what they're doing right now in the financial markets, keep you sedated and, you don't pay attention to what's going on. Next thing you know, no more freedom. No more freedom. But blockchain, cryptos are here to help us with that. We just got to embrace that. So I don't know. I personally didn't see anything about pedos in the documentary that I watched. I don't think they brought up too much about pedophilia, but it is what it is. Most people can't afford them anyway, but you can afford, the coin, right? Ape coin, so I wouldn't be supporting that stuff, man. CB, can you link that article? Yes, I'm gonna drop a link to the article. I'll drop it in the chat room right now, but it will definitely be pinned or in the description of this video after the live. So here is the link to Cointelegraph to check that out. And listen, Yuga Labs, brilliant. The way they executed on Bored Ape Yacht and what they did afterwards, allowing people to take the license and do whatever they want. I mean, brilliant. But they, you have to hold them accountable at some point. We can't just ignore it. Especially like the black people, right? All the black celebrities, because I'm just speaking from a black person. Y'all want to stand up there for Black Lives Matter, but then don't want to speak up for something so blatant that you gave dollars to. So you got doubly screwed. Black Lives Matter, you gave money to. They went out and bought mansions for $6 million, squandered the money, didn't do shit for any of the people in the community. And now you're giving money to a neo-Nazi, anti-Semitic, racist. Come on, man. We got to do better as black people. We got to do better. That's it, though, ladies and gents. That's another episode. Oh, before I leave, definitely go out and check out Betverse, my guy, who was a part of Smart Cash project. He is doing a new token sale coming soon. Betverse.ch for more details on that. Basically, Betverse is a Web3 company that bets on the future and intends to change how sporting bet works in real life and in the metaverse. So check them out. Check their Twitter out for details and updates on when that token launch is occurring. All right, Betverse.ch. That'll be in the link at the description of this video as well. Let's see what else we got. Where was Snoop's name? Would be good to hear what he has to say, being that he's so involved in Web3. So, exactly. It's crazy they left out Snoop. He's the main one. Oh man, get better, Red River. Hope you have a speedy recovery, man. Do well, do well. Bro, Koshi is in the building. Late again, caught the end. Always a fire stream. Take care, bro. Thank you, sir. Appreciate everyone's support. 50 people in the building. Smack those like booties for me. Or get on stage and smack you know who like he just insulted your wife. It's your boy Crypto Blood. That's my 2 Satoshis. I'm out of here. Holla!
Fuck it! Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks! We'll do it live.